having a cup of coffee, and I've made a video about this, but usually I feel it is a bit more relatable when we have a conversation. So that's the reason why I decided to do this as a live. Plus, I've been trying to keep up with my live game here on YouTube. Oh, yes. Yeah, so like I was saying before it was interrupted, I was talking about okay, one, I've made a video about this which I shared on maybe my other social media platform. However, where I would usually talk about business, basically, you all know that this my YouTube channel is not about business. It's not primarily a business channel. However, I figure that from time to time, you all would appreciate me talking about some business tips and all of that. So that is why I decided to do the business teas. Okay, business teas. I will just be bringing up anyone I remember over time. Yeah, so there's something I find weird that a couple of startups do. Before we jump into all of that, hi guys, good morning. How are you people doing? Thumbs up. Thank you for joining this live. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to, first of all, I need to know that you can hear me. I hope I am audible enough. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, like the video, and leave a comment, of course, and let's chit chat. So the title of what I want to talk about is the business teas, for lack of a better title. And this is just me trying to talk about some of the weird things I see startups do from time to time that really does not help the cause of your business. It doesn't help the growth of your business. It doesn't help how your business pans out over time. So we're going to be taking it one after the other. We may not exhaust all today. So the first thing I want to talk about is when you run a business or when you own a business, one of the primary things you must understand, especially as a startup, is that getting clients or customers who believe in your brand is very difficult. Getting them is difficult. Keeping them is even more difficult than getting them in the first place. Okay, so it is an unending struggle of finding clients, keeping them, that continuous struggle is very, very unending. So what you need to do as a business owner is devising a means that keeps people coming back to you. And this thing cuts across different efforts or different line of, how do I put it? It cuts across different things being checked out daily and in a couple of ways. Okay, so you must consistently check out some of these things. If you don't, it's going to affect your business output. Okay, so you might always be investing money, you will keep putting in the effort, you just keep putting into the business and not necessarily getting out of the business. Okay, so one of the major things I have seen that people do, I shared this from a personal experience, and then when I shared it on my, I think it was on my WhatsApp status, I shared it first. Some persons were like, do people still do this? And I'm like, yes, like very much people do it. Okay, now there is something called the power of referrals as a business owner. The power of referrals means you render a service to me. I am satisfied with the service you've rendered to me. I bring in someone else. Now, that power of referral should never be joked with. You should make sure that when delivering your business or when delivering your services, you deliver it in such a way that people who have received your service would always keep coming back. And so, when, okay, let me put it this way: when people refer your services to other people, it is not a guarantee that the person they have referred you to or referred to you would patronize you. But somehow it means that they have put you in the minds of the people who need your services. They have put you out there. So the world is full of selfish people. The world is full of people that are, how do I even put it? People that are not thinking about you. So people are not necessarily thinking about you. People are not necessarily out to make you, in quote, to make you the center of the discussion. So what happens is, when people are sitting in the room of opportunities and somehow your name or the service you render, the name of your brand, just something that you do comes up, and someone says, "Oh, I know someone who does this and who would do it well." You see, you may never be able to even find yourself in that gathering. You may never be able to trek and walk around this world and find yourself in that space where you will get that contract. But what has happened is that someone who is there has put you out there to say, "Oh, I know that XYZ can do this. I think you people should patronize the person." And then they go ahead and patronize you. What you do with the patronage is as important as what you do, even if they do not patronize you. It is very important. These two things, if you're going to be excited when they patronize the service you render, you might as well be as excited just for the fact that someone has thought it necessary to mention your name. I don't think that there is any business that anyone is doing in the world today that they are doing it solely, like that they are the only ones rendering that service. I don't think that there is such a service. So when someone has taken it upon themselves to say, "Oh, I know that Ezinne is a nice Ezinne is very good with writing, and you people are looking for a professional writer. I think you should contact Ezinne." And then Ezinne goes ahead to be contacted, and they're like, "Okay, XYZ person," or, "I put you out there. Oh, I beg you, if you give me your rate, can you give me your rate? What would it cost you to deliver this service?" Just know that as A has mentioned Ezinne, B has mentioned Emeka, C has mentioned John, D has mentioned Elizabeth, and the list goes on and on. So it is not just you who is rendering that service. So when people go ahead to now contact you, reach out to you to say, "Okay, I think you should send in your rate for this service." And when you sent in your rate, maybe they conduct a background search on you, conduct a research on what you deliver, and at the end of the day, you are the best bidder for this job or the best referral for this job, and you get the service, and you're going to be over the moon for someone who has mentioned you. "Oh, thank you very much for your referral. Thank you for recommending me. Thank you for bringing this job my way. Oh, I think you should take this." Or just my way of saying thank you. If you are going to be that excited when you've gotten the gig, you might as well be as excited when the gig doesn't fall through. Okay, that is basically what I am trying to say. So if how do I put it? Yes, please, I don't know, I'm forgetting to say, please, if you're just joining, leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the session, a comment in the comment section. Let's just chit chat. I hope that what I'm saying is making a bit of sense, because I'm going somewhere. It's business teas, okay? So when someone now refers you, and then you send in your rate, and you don't get invited to render this service, you should as well maintain same energy and say, "Oh, I am very excited that you even thought it necessary to, reach out to me, or you thought it necessary to call out my name, to recommend or refer my services. in a room of opportunities. It means that if this one doesn't fall through today, it means that this person has you in mind. So tomorrow another one will come up, and because this person has you in mind, they will still refer you. Next tomorrow another one falls through, and another one. One day you're going to get one. So, but one of the most foolish things I see people do is when you refer them to render a particular a service that they already do, you now refer them and say, oh, I think I know someone that does this, and they go ahead to send in their rates, and at the end of the day it doesn't click. The next thing they do is to pick enmity with you. Yeah, you're not going to grow like that. Your business is not going to flourish like that if you keep picking fights with people who has referred you and you didn't get the gig. Nah, in fact, the fact that you did not get the gig should also tell you that there is something you are not doing right, especially when the reason you didn't get the gig is not financial. Because sometimes we have what is it called, we have our own rates, basically rates by which you can deliver a service. So, and the truth is that there is going to always be someone who is cheaper. Okay, so when they go for the cheaper option, and you know that even with the cheaper option, you know you're going to deliver something more better, or something better than what they have received. Okay, so when the primary reason is not financial, if the primary reason is that they have run a background check on you, and maybe the quality you deliver is not as great, then it means you have some work to do. It means you have something you need to work on. So rejections should even open your eyes more. Hi, Perry. Rejection should open your eyes more to something you are clearly not doing right. So that is that is the first thing. So rejection should tell you that there is definitely something you're not doing right. Yeah. Thank you. Now, I wanted to work on a particular project with someone some months ago. Okay. Now we had conversations. I sent him my rate, and then this person disappears on me. Didn't say anything, no further conversations and all that. The person disappears. After a couple of months, the person came back and was like, oh, can we revisit? And I followed up. I followed up and I figured out that this person didn't just not do the project, but they went ahead with someone else. Okay? They went ahead with someone else, received the same service, okay, with someone else now. So I saw it, but then I figured, okay, it is possible that it is my rate, but I moved on to other things. Okay, now after a couple of months, the person reached out and he was like, are you still available for us to do this? I said, okay, yeah. It was like, okay, can we revisit the rates again? That's the price. We did revisit it, and then I got to a point and I said, I'm not going lower than this. This is like my benchmark. He left. He said, okay, I will give you feedback. He never gave me feedback. It's been close to 6 7 months after. The person reaches out again. And now, first of all, is I'm not going to be angry or sad or maybe insulting about it. The person was like, oh, are you ready to work again? Not apologizing for why they left in the first place. And I went ahead to say, okay, whilst I am available to do this job, but your inconsistency is a problem to me. Okay? The fact that we might even now open up this conversation again after 7 months since the last time, and almost 13, 14 months since the first time. So if we revisit this conversation again, what was it that made you choose these other persons that you've worked with over me? Is there something wrong with the conversation we had, or probably with the service I was to render to? Do you think that there's something wrong? I need your honest opinion. Finally, I can't even remember. I think I had asked 3 questions. So, but these were like the things that were bordering around the 3 questions I asked. So, when he replied, he was like, oh, budget was a problem and all that. And I told him, and I'm like, have we now agreed that all the time you used to probably look for the cheaper option, okay, all the while you have invested your time and your effort into the cheaper option, you might as well have started building something. By now, we would have gone past where we are, okay? So now, I'm not going to now be angry or come a certain type of way, because the truth is, even if it doesn't work with this company I wanted to do this deal with, if it didn't fall through, the truth is that it is going to fall through with another. This person might as well refer me to another. So that is one thing about businesses. You must learn how not to lose your cool whilst running negotiations. So you just maintain what it is you are supposed to do. You maintain your energy. You just remain calm, and things will fall out how it should be. So well, I think I've touched on, picking offense or picking fights with people who have recommended you for a service and it necessarily didn't work out is a no-no for me. Like, you cannot pick a fight. Another thing you should do as a business person is understanding the power of appreciation. You see, this one is where my generation has completely lost it. So if you are my friend, or if I am your friend, and I get you a contract, okay, a contract that is meant to pay you whatever the amount is, whether it is in the big millions or in the nairas or hundreds of thousands, whatever it is, you must understand that for the fact that I get past, or I was the gateway, or you were the gateway through which I got this contract, or I am the gateway through which you got this deal, you must understand that when you say thank you, you will get more. Yeah, so whenever someone gives you a contract, whenever someone gives you an opportunity to serve and you get paid, always go back to that person who made that deal possible to say, oh, thank you. Yeah, because some of you will never do that. You people will now resurface from when a problem has emanated from the business. This one, you people do it a lot. This business tea, you people do it a lot. You would give someone a gig, probably not you paying directly, but you somehow were there when someone is, I need a hairstylist, and you're like, oh wow, the person who makes my hair, she's really nice. Say, but me, I can't go to her, so don't worry, she's going to come to you. And then you call, how far, I have this person needs you to come to their house to get their hair done. Please do it well, because I have put my own integrity on the line for this deal. Okay, please do it well and all that. Now you go over to this person's house, get her hair done. They pay you much more than you even would charge on a normal day, and then you go back. You think it is your right. I think most times when people do things like that, they do it from a place of thinking or knowing that, oh, this is my right, and the person did it now. It's not even like it's the person that paid. My dear, don't do that. So yeah, I've spoken for how many minutes now? It's almost 21 minutes. I didn't intend for this broadcast to go long. I just needed to start off with this couple ones. Maybe tomorrow maybe tomorrow we'll go over to the next business teas we need to talk about. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions, if you have any concerns or something you would want to share. Let's take that in the next 2 minutes. So I'll give you enough time to type. So let's take that in the next 2 minutes. If you have something you want to ask me, you have a question as pertains this topic of discourse for today, do let me know. Let's pick it up from there. Okay. Any questions so far? And yeah, Perry, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Any questions so far? Any comments on what we've said? We're talking about the do's and don'ts of business. I have named it business teas. Okay, so what do you do when someone has referred you to carry out a gig or to render a service? If it falls through, what are you going to do? If it doesn't fall through, why pick a fight with the person because it doesn't fall through? Okay, yeah, so that is what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm just waiting for some of you to ask any questions if you probably have, and if you don't have, we might be moving to call it a day and move on to other things basically. Yes, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, click on that red subscribe button that says subscribe. Click it. It doesn't bite, it doesn't hurt, it's not going to take away money from your account. Yeah, just click it like this. It will do tupam when you press it. Yeah, that is actually what I want. If you want to appreciate me for the time I have spent in, just talking about some of these things, just click on that button, thumbs up this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Our next business tea. I don't know if I get any other opportunity, I might just zoom in and zoom out. But for now, I would see you guys later. Bye.